businesses. And our next guest collides both of these worlds for me, and I love it. So please welcome owner of Vedazzling Accessories, Velvet Lattimore. Hi, Velvet.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome, awesome. So I want to ask you, when did you start Vedazzling Accessories?
Well, I started in 2007, but I was sort of like a third-party seller, like on eBay, just reselling things on Etsy and eBay, like on platforms. Mm-hmm. And then once business started to take off, because I was just doing it as like a part-time, kind of like just get money for college and things like that. And then when things started to change and I realized there was a need for what I was doing, I opened up a boutique in Brooklyn in 2011. So since 2011, officially on the books as a real business.
Awesome, awesome. So what inspired you to only sell pieces made by women of color?
Well, I felt like at the time there was no uniqueness, like there was no way to differentiate between what I was doing by just reselling jewelry. Macy's does it, Marshall's and all those other stores do it. And I had so many friends that were accessory designers, and they had no opportunity. And I said, well, I have a boutique. Why don't you put all your stuff in my store? So it was a way of supporting my friends and kind of having like a haven for all of my friends that are designers. And then it just kept going, and I realized that there was like not a lot of spaces for designers of color. So if you go to most boutiques that are like small boutiques in Soho or like in the Lower East Side, they mostly have just the bigger brands, and they're not people of color. And right. So it's like most people can't get into those stores because they're independent, small designers, and they don't have a chance and opportunity. So I felt like what I needed was really new and unique at the time. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's doing it, but when I was doing it, I was before the wave of the whole buy black thing and that's going on.
And I love that, though. I love that you were like, you had this, you were like, when all this came about, you're like, I've been doing that.
I was doing that already. Because it was a need. It right. Still is a need, but it wasn't as highlighted as it was back in 2011 as it is now with all that's going on in the world. But back then, people was just sort of like, oh, okay, so like a lot of my products are very unique. They're handmade, and then there's an actual story behind the person who's making it. You can reach out to the person who's making it. It's way different than if you go to a big department store, and there's no way to actually know the story behind the person who's making it.
Right. I love that. I love this. I love this. Oh. So how do you see Vedazzling Accessories expanding in the future?
Well, I'm currently online. And I would like to be international. Mm-hmm. I would love to gain more clientele from people overseas because, again, there's a way for people to see handmade designs in Europe, in Africa, everywhere. So it shouldn't just be because right now I'm pretty much local, went throughout the tri-state area and also like California and maybe Midwest. Some of my clients come from there. But I would love to be known overseas and stuff.
I would love that for you.
Yes.
I would love that for you. So let the people know where they can find you online.
Well, it's Vedazzling, V as in Victor, EDAZZLING, accessories.com. I'm also on Twitter as Vedazzling, Instagram, Vedazzling, Facebook, Vedazzling Accessories, LinkedIn. And you can Google me. So I'm also on Google Plus. So you can Google me, Google Vedazzling Accessories, and you'll find all of my designs and my hand crafted pieces are online too.
I love that. I love that. Well, make sure everybody at home go ahead and check out Vedazzling. I love it. She had some earrings. She can't wear them, but she had some earrings that were great. They're huge, like big. I'm a fan. I'm a sucker for big earrings. So anyway, go ahead and check out Vedazzling. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, yes.
Okay.